Good morning, Virgos. Good morning. Good morning. Time now is 3:39 a.m. Eastern Time, where I am. Good morning, and welcome to Tracy's White Sources Tarot. Please feel free to subscribe to the notification bell if it's your first time here. Okay. Take what resonate, leave the rest. Don't force it. Entertainment purposes only. Cross watchers, you are welcome to join us. Shout out to the moderators as they come in. Okay. So, Virgo, this is going to be a bonus part two extended reading from where we kind of left off. We're not going to stay here long. We're going to keep this kind of short. And we're going to jump right into this because this was kind of weird. And so, this led me to have to come back in here and do another reading for my Virgos. Okay. So, Virgo, the first card that came out on you for this particular reading is saying you are trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really who you are. Be yourself. You are not being you. Spirit says that it's too soon. Some of you are you get too serious too soon. Get to know each other before committing fully. Some of you are going through some insecurities. Spirit is saying the time has come for you to work on building your confidence and feeling safe in your relationship. Some of you are needing to set boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. Some of you are feeling as though you are being needy. Some of you are acting needy. Spirit is saying make friends, spend time by yourself to take the pressure off of your relationship. When it comes to feeling unworthy, Spirit is saying you deserve an amazing relationship. So take the proper steps to heal doubts about yourself. And then when it comes to everyone leaving, Spirit is saying choose a partner who could commit to you and let yourself commit to them. Some of you are having age issues. You feel too old or too young to date or have issues with your partner's age. Some of you are only seeking sex only. Either you or your partner only wants sex. Accept that it's okay or reach for more. Now, when it comes to seeking sex only, that's a catch 22 because sometimes, let's say all you do want is a quick hit it and go. That's okay. That's normal sometimes. We tend to go out. We might see somebody or meet someone who's fine, sexy as hell. And the first thought comes to our mind is, damn, I wouldn't mind doing that. But sometimes we got to be careful when we cross that line. We come to that threshold and we see somebody that looks good. And then we're tempted when it comes to the flesh because we're quick to leap without thinking, and we think that because somebody look good, they good for us. But in some cases, one or two things is going to happen. Either the person's going to look good and the sex is going to be so damn good that you become addicted to the point where you forget who you are and you become sidetracked and distracted on what it is you were supposed to be doing for yourself spiritually, and now you're having a hard time breaking free from this person because the sex was so good that this person either came in and they dick whipped you or they pussy whipped you. Either put the dick on you so good now you just effed up in the head, or somebody put the pussy on you so good that you effed up in the head and now you strung out and you can't let go. You stuck. And sometimes it's true what they say that when you lay down with somebody, you have to be careful because when you lay down with a person more than once, one of you are bound to catch feelings. Now, on the other flip side of that, when it comes to you seeking just sex only, you could fuck around and get with somebody who look good and they sex, the sex game is just whack. They trash. They don't fulfill you whatsoever between the sheets. And now you didn't open the door to this person in your bed thinking that you was about to get that real good sex and it was the complete opposite, and now you mad and you beating yourself up because this person ain't got no sex game ability whatsoever. The dick is whack or the pussy's whack. They don't know how to give good head, you know what I'm saying? Or they don't give head at all. They ain't got no dick. The pussy's too dry, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of be careful when it comes to just looking at sex only, okay? Then moving along, that's for somebody. I don't know who that message is for. I'm just a messenger, okay? So now, some of you, when it comes to a soulmate, Virgo, I feel like some of you are really, really seriously and sincerely looking for a soulmate, okay? And it says you have many soulmates who would be great for you. There is not just one. Now, as a Virgo, we do tend to be a bit picky as hell because I know for myself as a Virgo, I'm a Virgo Pisces moon. So meet me in a Virgo. Okay. And I feel like when it comes to me, in order for me to date or get in a relationship, I feel like a person has to really be just a lot like myself. We have to have a lot in common. And sometimes I always say that in order for me to be in a relationship with somebody, they have to like what the fuck I like. It's just plain and simple. They have to like what I like, do things that I want to do, because if they don't like what I like and they don't want to do what I do, it's not going to work. So I'm not even going to waste my motherfucking time. If we don't have shit in common and they don't like what I like and they got a problem with the fuck I do, they don't believe in what I do. And they always criticizing or coming out their face, going left when saying some stupid shit. Oh, I'm gonna cut you off completely, real quick. Okay, I'm that Virgo. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you, your mama, your daddy, your kids, none of that shit. When it comes to you getting my motherfucking way, in my space, nobody gets in my way. All right. If you try to get in my way in my space, I promise you, you're gonna get the fuck out of my space real quick. I don't play that shit. I don't do clinky. Okay, that's not my. Mm-mm. Anyway, moving along. So like I said, when it comes to getting a soulmate, there's some soulmates out there. You just gotta find somebody like your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who like doing what you do, who believes in you. Opposites don't always attract. I don't like opposites. To me, opposites ain't shit. But not saying, I'm saying, I mean, you get what I'm saying, right? You know. But anyway, moving along. You got the judgment card. The judgment card. It says, "Don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open minded and give them a fair chance." Okay, take it to that, whatever you want to take into it. Then you got the Russian card. You can't hurry love. The right one is coming in. Perfect divine timing. I believe in that. That's cool. I can go with that. Next card that came in, excuses. It says you have so many reasons that it never works out. Spirit is saying find a reason that it can work out. Okay, maybe, maybe a little bit. That's cool. Then the next card that came out is too passive, Virgo. Spirit is saying you take initiative to meet someone and to keep the passion initiated. I'm always initiating my own damn passion. Okay, again, that goes back to liking what the fuck I like. Okay, so if I like flowers, you better like buying me flowers. Okay, if I like shopping for perfume, then you have to buy me perfume. If I like getting my nails and toes done, you gonna have to keep that shit. If I like having body massages and oils and all that, you gonna have to continue that same shit. Okay, you gonna have to give me what I give myself. Point blank. If I like traveling and I want to pay for a first class, you gonna have to. You gotta do that same shit. You gotta like what I like. Okay, if I say I want to travel here, then this is where I want to go. You're gonna have to be with it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no no's in my world. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So if it's some shit that I do when it comes to initiating my own passion and loving myself and showing myself love, you know what I'm saying? And putting me first, then you gonna have to get on the board. You gonna have to follow me. If I put me first, that means you gotta put me first. That's just how that shit go. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no, that's just it. Bottom line. You know? I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. That's how I get down. Okay. Now, the Virgo next card that came out is called settling. It says, "Don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because you feel it's safe." I ain't never known. That's kind of weird, right? Settling and feeling safe. Because I always feel like if you got to settle for somebody and that person is not going to make you feel safe, okay? Because the chances are, if you and this person is not on one accord and y'all don't really have nothing in common, then chances are you're going to find yourself with somebody under the same roof, sleeping in separate rooms with your back turned. If you do sleep in the same bed, you sleeping with your back turned to each other. You know what I'm saying? Every chance you get, this person is leaving you at home on the weekend because they're going out fucking somebody else, and you at home, and then you get lonely, you get bored. And initially, you're gonna start cheating because they cheating, and then you're gonna hate looking at them because you fucking somebody else, and because the sex ain't good between you and your significant other, then you want to find somebody else where the sex is good, and so now you really want to be with the other person. Only you the side chick in the other person's situation. The other person can be your side chick. So when it comes to settling that settling shit, that means that when you deal with somebody who you settling with, this person is not a protector, they're not a lover, they're not a friend, they're not understanding, they lack communication skills, they're lazy, they're not driven, they have no ambition. So when it comes to settling, there's nothing about being safe in that department. Okay, moving on. The next card that came out. Okay. The next card that came out on you, Virgo, is burnt out. Okay, so some of you could be feeling emotionally burnt out right now where you're needing to retreat and recover before continuing. Others of you are in a situation with somebody that's not your type. It says be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you may find. Okay. Then it says eye candy, beauty phase. So choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. Like I said, everything that looks good ain't good for you. Okay, it's always a catch-22. You can meet somebody that's fine as hell and they could be fucked up in the head. And they could be unstable mind-wise. You know what I'm saying? This is really motherfucking crazy. And you got this motherfucker because you thought they was fine. They fine, they look good, they walk good, they drive a nice car, but the motherfucker crazy as hell. He could be a killer, serial killer, psychopath. You don't know. The next card that came out is called Playing Games. It says you don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. And then your last card is self neglect. You are neglecting your own needs in relationships. Practice self care and stop putting other people before you put your damn self. Then the other card says pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that makes you resentful toward others. And then the fear of loss. You are afraid of losing someone or being abandoned and take a chance. Okay, so let's see what else. I'm gonna get one more card and then I'm gonna shut it down. Let's see what else wants to come out for my Virgos. Then I'm getting ready to shut this one down. This is your part two, bonus aesthetic reading. Take what resonate. If it does resonate, give it a thumbs up. Okay. If you wish the book of reading, you can do that too. All right, let's see what else wants to come out for you, birds, and I'm gonna let it go. Spirit is always on time with the message, okay? Because I'm just a messenger. The spirit is always on time with the message, okay? Delivers it plain and simple, baby. Plain and simple. I like it plain and simple. Then the lone wolf came out. It says, are you really a loner or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? And then the other card that came out is unlovable. Practice radical self acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. That's deep. Okay. It says hard to get. You are missing opportunities on the bottom by playing too hard to get someone a chance. Wow. Some of you are being guarded. You are lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. I don't know. And then the other card came out, says getting crumbs. You deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for the one who adores you. You know, on that note, that's where we're going to shut it down. So hopefully it resonated. All right, Divine Girl, have a good one. Oh, you want to let me out.